Both Alan and Vic had some great points about where our industry is going. And I'm excited to be the Vice President of Strategic Innovation at Mitel, and definitely want to share with you today some of the innovation that we're doing, where we're taking our customers, and how we're changing this industry. You see, you've already heard some testimony about why the cloud unlocks potential. And Mitel believes that every single customer will move to some kind of cloud. And that path is going to be different for each and every customer. And the reason it's different is because they have different investments in different places. They need different types of integration. And so we want to help our customers identify how to unlock the potential for speed, increase productivity, and what you've heard about, deliver on a new customer experience. So I'd like to step back from our industry for a second and build on a couple of the points that Alan and Vic both said. The first one is, let's start with a good Mitel customer, Netflix. You know, Netflix has reinvented the way that digital media is delivered to us. And as a matter of fact, you know, our tastes change over time. So Netflix has taken us into this subscription economy, the opportunity for us to have access to an entire catalog of content that we may not have had previously. And as our tastes change, I must say, honestly, I don't listen to MC Hammer as much as I used to when I was a kid. So we want access to the new features, the new content, the new media. And as we think about that access that we have now, I have more content available to me than I could probably fit into my home, which is fantastic. And it turns out most of you in this room are with me, because Nielsen took a look at the media consumption industry, and they found out that we are consuming more media now than we ever have, even though physical media is at an all-time 30-year low on purchases. So you think about this move from ownership to subscription and the value that it brings you as a consumer. Okay, so the next one. Vic got the jump on me here on Apple. But I'll tell you, what's interesting is this is the next component that leads us to the subscription economy. Your experience has become the product. And for us as companies and as leaders in our organizations, we have to figure out how do we change this experience for our customers. You see, Apple's done an amazing job at delivering this. From the point when you get the product and you unbox it, to the customer onboarding, they've made that incredibly simple and easy, to the level of mass customization that we have by deploying apps on our devices to make that our own personal experience. I bet we could take a picture of every single attendee at this conference this year, and we wouldn't find any two home screens that are the same. So mass customization and personalization has become our new expectation. Let's take a look at a third dimension of this. You know, of course, we've seen transition happen in what subscription and cloud experience can deliver, but Tesla's really upped it a notch. They've taken the experience of an automobile buying experience where, for most of us, at the point that we took our vehicle off the showroom floor, it was frozen in time. It was static at that point. And the ability to upgrade and deliver new features was impossible. Tesla has been able to deliver a mind-blowing innovation, which is upgrades over the air. So if you buy a Tesla vehicle, it's not static, it's dynamic. Because as you move forward with that vehicle over the course of time, you get access to new features, like one of my favorites, ludicrous speed, or autopilot. See, the innovation then becomes cloud-born, and you're able to upgrade over the course of time. And now, all of a sudden, your perceived value of the investment you made increases, not decreases like past assets that we would have purchased. One of the three commonalities amongst all of these vendors is their ability to take data from the way that customers use their products and services, analyze that data, and then predict proactively what will deliver the next best customer experience. It was Steve Jobs that said, "Get closer than ever to your customers, so close that you tell them what they need well before they know it themselves." Data and analytics allow us as businesses to get closer to our customers than ever. And artificial intelligence and machine learning allows us to take that massive information and be very prescriptive about how we identify what changes, features, functions allow us to deliver on that promise. And that's important because, as Walker has found, by the year 2020, customer experience will be more important for brand than product and price. a big shift, and the customer expectation is different than what it used to be. So how do you get across this chasm? How do you bridge the gap from the technology that you have from yesterday to where your customers expect you to be today? You see, Netflix, Apple, Tesla, those aren't promises of expectation for the future. They're delivering those experiences today. So your customers have that expectation of your business. And you have to remember that your workforce and your customer is more mobile than ever, which requires you to use new tools and new ways to connect your on-the-go workforce. So how do you unlock this potential? Well, it's a question that Mitel's been asking for our customers, and it's one that we're really working to help them innovate faster, improve their customer experience, and leverage new technologies that are born in the cloud. You see, over the past 10 years, Mitel's been acquiring. We've been trying to help make sure that customers from all these different vendors have a path to the cloud, that they can unlock the potential that Mitel's been able to deliver for our own customers that bought Mitel PBXs back in the past. Now, that's meant for us that we've had to go through our own personal digital transformation. That's cultural and technological. When we think about combining these different organizations, we've gone from 18 ERP systems down to 2, and eventually 1. We've gone from 12 CRM systems to 1. And we manage our entire global workforce with one cloud-based human resource solution. We've found that cloud has helped us to optimize, innovate, and rapidly deploy much better than any of our traditional technologies. And as we've done this, we've kept our customers in mind, because the same integrations that we've needed as an organization, they need as well. So Mitel's strategy is to make everything cloud capable. All the investments that those customers have made in their past technology solutions, how can we get them to the cloud? See, we realize that not all businesses are going to move at the same pace. The reality is that in the SMB market, we've seen much faster adoption of unified communications as a service. They have less premise investment, they have less integrations they've needed to manage, and a lot of these small businesses are actually born able to start in the cloud. In the mid-market business, a lot of our customers started on-prem, and they've upgraded with us over the course of time, moving to virtualization, private cloud, but we're seeing much more rapid adoption now in the mid-market segment to where we're seeing hybrid being adapted much more frequently. From the enterprise standpoint, we're seeing a mix. It depends on the type of business and the type of vertical they're in. Some are going straight to cloud and hosted because they've got lots of small locations like retail where they need to pull everybody into rapid deployment, standardization across the organization. But then we have a lot of large enterprises that have gone to private cloud, and they need an opportunity to advance what they've delivered. So how do we get everyone into the cloud? No matter what segment they're in, no matter what type of cloud they've already deployed, and no matter what this journey looks like for them individually. Well, we do it with what Mitel calls Mitel Cloud Link. You see, the investment that our customers have made doesn't need to be thrown away. We have the opportunity to unlock the potential in those investments and take them straight into the future. And we do that by taking a secure gateway, no matter where the solution's deployed today, whether it's on-premise or it's in the cloud. We connect it back to a microservices, cloud-born, next-generation architecture that's based upon open API strategies. It makes us a cloud citizen and therefore extends that to our customers so they have a future potential. Now, Mitel's building applications in the cloud, born cloud first, and attaching those to the investments customers have made to create new workflow opportunities for them, unlike they've ever had. See, we believe that anything that should be, will be connected. It should be intelligent. It must be real time. It has to be customizable, and it needs to be multi-platform. So we're helping our customers at the intersection of unified communications, cloud, and IoT go down their own path of digital transformation. You see, Mitel and a lot of the UC vendors in our space have focused on building first for communications inside the organization. We've extended that with team collaboration and cloud-born application solutions to extend that outside of the organization. And now, IoT adds a third dimension. we have to get to the point of origin to why communication occurs in the first place. Traditionally, humans trigger that communication. But if we have the opportunity to embed into the workflows that actually create opportunity for us to engage with our customers, now we completely redefine the business process right from the very beginning. And we've built solutions for knowledge workers, peoples that have been focused on business telephones and PCs at the desktop for their productivity. But you see, the reality is, with this new cloud capability and mobile pervasiveness, we've got an opportunity to extend communications and customer interactions right to the knowledge experts, right to the people that integrate with them and provide solutions. From information workers, people that wear uniforms, to service workers, people that wear boots. And it completely transforms the way that you can take your organization into the future to provide customer experience that's unprecedented. You see, success in the future is all about the customer experience. And leading businesses know that how they deliver with their customers is as important as what they deliver. That's one of the reasons that Major League Baseball chose Mitel to help them with their business technology and communications. We're helping them cloud deliver for 30 clubs across the United States, helping them make sure that the bullpens, the press boxes, the dugouts, and all the video review rooms are connected securely and in real time. And a great proof point of this is the San Diego Padres. Last year, the San Diego Padres hosted the All-Star Game. And when it came time to ramp up, they needed to deliver on a new fan experience. From integrating IoT components, scaling rapidly with cloud-delivered omni-channel contact center solutions, and connecting their communications across the ball club, they'd turn to Mitel for that. As a matter of fact, 70 million end users have turned to Mitel for communications. We're number 2 in unified communications as a service, number 1 in total cloud seats, number 1 in Europe, number 3 in North America. And for 4 years in a row, Gartner has selected us as a unified communications Magic Quadrant leader. You see, Mitel is working with our customers to help them figure out how to innovate more rapidly, provide unprecedented customer experience, and deliver on their own digital transformation paths. And we're doing this with 3 key steps. The first is we're helping them build a blueprint of what to automate versus what needs to provide human intervention. Number 2, determining how to best leverage the investment that they've already made as they go down this journey for their organizations. And number 3, leveraging new tools that are born in the cloud to help them be more productive and provide better customer experience than they ever have before. So Mitel's here to help our customers on their own unique journey as we go on this path. And there's one closing thing I'd like to give you, and that's a really great quote by Mark Benioff, the CEO of Salesforce.com. Seize the opportunity in front of you. Imagine, invent, disrupt, do good. Know that you must be passionate, unreasonable, and a little bit crazy to follow your own ideas and do things differently. But it's worth it. Life grows relative to one's own investment in it. So I challenge each and every one of you, rethink the way that you deliver customer experience. Think about your own business transformation, and what are the tools that you can use to unlock that potential. Mitel's here to help. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Thank you, Eric.
So you described Mitel's consolidation strategy, and it's something I think a lot of us that follow the industry have observed over the years. And you also described CloudLink, which seems to be a way of kind of stitching together diverse elements. Is CloudLink going to sort of proactively, or at least more effectively, enable you to kind of continue that strategy of consolidation?
Absolutely. So traditionally, if we look at the way that applications have been built for platforms, they've been built in macro containers that go delivered primarily on-premise, right? Whether that's virtual or it's on an on-site server. The application strategy that Mitel has to deliver value for all of our customers, whether that be our traditional or our acquired bases, is to deliver applications right from the cloud. And CloudLink has southbound CTI connections into all those platforms, so we can easily take new acquisitions, plug them right in, and then northbound, it's RESTful APIs. So from a Mitel perspective for development, we build one and done. From a third-party integration, whether it's cloud applications, CRM systems, or the way that third-party developers want to build customized workflows to meet the needs of the customers, all that can be done one time, and then it supports all the platforms across the portfolio.
Okay. And then previously we heard from two companies that were basically, pure play UCaaS, born in the cloud kind of things. Mitel, obviously, many of us are familiar with from years of working with on-premise systems. How do you expect kind of the breakdown of your customers to be in 3 or 5 or however many years in terms of how fast the migration is going to happen, how much of it any given customer will stay with your CPE and add these cloud pieces? How's that going to play out?
It's interesting, Eric. One of the things that we're finding are the more innovative businesses, especially when we look at our large customer subset, they're moving more quickly to cloud because they understand that it unlocks the potential to deliver in a new way, both for their workforce in the way that they can be more effective, have information at their fingertips, be more responsive to customers, and it also changes the way that they interact with their clients. So we find that the innovative companies are moving more quickly to cloud. It also depends on the level of investment that's been made. We find that a lot of our enterprise customers have multi-estate environments, and so they have to find ways to integrate across those portfolios. From a Mitel perspective, we're trying to make that path very easy. You can leverage the promises of the future with the cloud technologies that are available today, leveraging AI, machine learning, integration to third-party clouds, while at the same time preserving the assets and the investment that you've already made. So we're trying to help make sure that every customer's path is as unique as it needs to be.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Josh. Timing's perfect by everybody. I really appreciate it, and good luck, and we'll see you guys down on the floor.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. Josh Haslett.